What's up, TTFF people? Welcome to the Tucson Family Food Project. My name is Steven Cota-Robles. I'm so excited to be kicking off this new school year with you. We have lots of fun things planned this year that I think you're gonna love. But most importantly, we're gonna learn how to cook some really delicious food together, and I can't wait to get started. So let's jump in. This week, we're gonna use organic zucchini and organic tomatoes to make a simple but delicious pasta dish using some basic ingredients you might have around the house already. But first, I wanna talk to you about what the word organic means and why we use organic ingredients whenever we can. Organic means that the food was farmed without the use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, growth hormones, or antibiotics. Long story short, organic foods don't contain toxic chemicals that are harmful to your body. So whenever we're able to use organic foods, we absolutely will. Now let's get into our recipe. In your meal kit this week, you have 10 ounces of pasta, 1 pound of zucchini, 10 ounces of cherry tomatoes, a tablespoon of garlic, 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, and a 1/2 teaspoon of dried chili flakes. And all you're gonna need to cook this week's recipe is a frying pan, a colander, a pot to boil the pasta in, and a wooden spoon. The first thing we're gonna do is cook our pasta. So you're gonna wanna fill your pot with a good amount of water, and then you wanna put a big pinch of salt in there. And then we're gonna heat this over high heat until the water is boiling. Now that our water's come to a boil, we're gonna carefully add in our pasta. And hang on to this cup because we're gonna use it to scoop some of this water out after the pasta's done being cooked. Now we just wanna give it a nice stir to make sure that none of the pasta sticks to the pan. And we're gonna cook this until it's al dente, which means that it's semi-soft but still somewhat firm, and definitely not squishy. We're gonna cook this for about 9 to 10 minutes. All right, so my pasta's been going for about 10 minutes and it's about where it should be. If you're ever curious as to whether it's done or not, you can always very carefully try a small piece. And that'll tell you whether it's done or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain this in the colander, and be very careful if you have a pan like this because these handles can heat up. So if you have a pan like this, make sure to use an oven mitt or some kind of protection so you don't burn your hands when you're draining this. Now to make our veggies, we're gonna heat about half of our oil over medium to medium-high heat. And we're gonna let this oil heat up, and once you start seeing it become shimmery, then that means that it's ready for our zucchini. Okay, now that our oil is shimmery, we are gonna go ahead and add in our zucchini. Be very careful because the oil is hot. And then we're also going to add in a nice pinch of salt, some pepper, and these are completely optional, but I like some spice, so we're going to add in some chili flakes. And we're gonna go ahead and add in our tomatoes. So So all you're gonna do is pour your tomatoes in here. And stir them around, and we're gonna let these cook until the tomato skins start to blister. And then we're gonna use the back of our spoon to pop them. All right, so I've had my tomatoes on here for about 10 to 11 minutes, and you can see that they're starting to get to the point where we can pop them with our spoon. So once we're able to do that, pop any ones that you can and keep cooking the rest until they're all popped. And then we're gonna add our garlic in. All right, now we're gonna add in all of our garlic. Give it a nice stir. And then all of this is gonna come back together in our big pot that we did the pasta in. And all we have to do to finish our dish is put the pasta back into its original pot. And then we're gonna add in all of our awesome tomatoes and zucchini. Make sure you scrape as much as you can off of there because that is all good flavor. And then we're gonna add the rest of our oil. Our parsley. Our Parmesan cheese. And a nice little splash of the water that we saved at the beginning. And then all we have to do is mix it up and we are done. And the last thing you want to do before we finish is take a taste and see if we need to adjust any of our seasoning. That's good, but it needs a little more salt. Another taste. Boom. So there is our quick tomato and zucchini pasta. Thank you so much to our friends at Market on the Move for providing us with the delicious tomatoes and zucchini we used today. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to follow us on Instagram at the Tucson Family Food Project, and let me know how yours came out. And remember, to cook food for yourself, you don't need to be a chef, and your recipes don't have to look perfect or be Instagrammable. As long as you like it, then you did an amazing job. And if it didn't come out the way you wanted it to, I promise that the more and more you cook, the better and better it's gonna get. And I know you can do it. I'll see you all right back here next week with another delicious recipe. So until next time, peace.